Hi, I'm Alex from Southern Ukulele Store, and this week we're going to take a look at two ukuleles. One of them is a one of a kind. We're not going to see another one like it in the future. It's special from a builder that's been known for decades, and we feel very privileged to have it. And the second one is by a brand that you all know and love, a ukulele that when it arrived, I thought I must document this. It's just so beautiful. Basically, the kind of ukulele that you put in a video because you want to be able to show it to the camera and make people love the ukulele even more. Also, after last week's video, my microphone stand broke and my original camera broke. So for the next few weeks, the camera quality might not be quite to the usual standard, but I'll make sure that we get some really nice close-ups of the ukulele. Rest assured, I am also working on the video about the new shop, but for now, we're going to take a look at a Silva and a Kanile'a. First up today is a gorgeous ukulele from Mike De Silva. This ukulele might remind some of you of the James Hill model. What's the James Hill model? Oh, where do I begin? We only get a De Silva ukulele every 3 years or so because Mike, he has arthritis. He's been building for a very long time, so he builds very few instruments, and the ones that he does build tend to be kind of fought over from specialist ukulele dealers like ourselves. So this De Silva here, loosely based on the James Hill model, but with quite a bit of different spec to talk about. This has an Alaskan yellow cedar top, so a similar wood to the Alaskan rainbow cedar we used to use on the Kanile'a Sus model. Not a common wood, but cedar as a wood, one of the best ukulele woods. It's transparent, it's open, it's clear, it's warm. It somehow manages to do everything that the modern ukulele sound encompasses, you know, that kind of clean and thoughtful but also expressive sound. You know, you've got that Hawaiian koa thing at one end, and we'll talk about that with the Kanile'a, and then at this other end you have the more classical guitar-like ukuleles, the things that people like Calais and Corey over at Ukulele Side would just make absolutely sing every time. So an Alaskan yellow cedar top with East Indian rosewood back and sides. So this is like a baby classical guitar, and the proportions of De Silva's remind me of the school of classical guitar building. This instrument is a much more simple instrument. It's also the first De Silva that we could turn over for a lefty and it not really be a strange looking ukulele. You have a Honduran mahogany neck, and it's a really nice thick neck on a De Silva, really unapologetically chunky. You have a 38mm nut width officially, but that's actually measuring at 39mm this nut width, with a 30mm string space from the G to the A at the nut, so it's really wide. And the fingerboard is just so flat, so when you're playing it, it's almost got this piano-like quality to it where each note just rings out evenly. There's clearly been a lot of time over the years with Mike perfecting getting the third position chords, those bar chords up the neck, to sound as clear and crisp as the first position. You have this gorgeous faceplate here with the Abalone De Silva logo with Goto planetary tuners. It's a high gloss ukulele, even the neck is high gloss, obviously the fingerboard is not. You have abalone dots, which I'll show you in great detail in a different close-up, and this amazing De Silva rosette, which is, I believe, faux abalone. I don't think it's real abalone, but paired with a 3-ply plastic binding and then the faux tortoiseshell celluloid material. It's just stunning, and that's, once again, that's met with front and back tortoiseshell binding. It's a baby classical guitar, but that's not a bad thing. This ukulele is responsive. You know, when I talk near it, I hear the tones come off of it. It's dying to be played. It's dying to be used. It's that kind of instrument. I love a De Silva. I always think the last one I play on video might be the last one I ever play, and that kind of makes me sad. But I'm going to give this De Silva a play for you now and see what you think. Next up today, we're going to take a look at a Master Koa Kanile'a baritone. I know, can you see now why I had to feature it? Look at this ukulele as we go around the body. Look at that wood. It's just stunning. One of the sexiest ukuleles I've ever seen. So you don't see many Master Koa Kanile'as because of the scarcity of the wood. I said to my friend at Californian, if anything Master built comes through, Master Koa built comes through the pipeline in a baritone, we would take it. Baritone ukuleles at the high end are so scarce. You have Kanile'a, Koa building them. Then you have something bespoke and luthier, which is another price point altogether sometimes. And then really you've got very little. I mean, a Nui have just launched the UB200. We've not had that yet. You've got Pono at the mid-price, Flight at the mid-price. And every now and again, someone comes along with a model, but it's always rare. So to get something made of Master Koa, Master Grade Hawaiian Koa, even the bottom, look at the bottom, the bit no one sees. The bit no one sees, the butt, is sexier than 95% of the wood out there. What a lovely instrument. So you have the UV gloss and a Kanile'a, so it's a high gloss finish, but it's ultraviolet cured. So it's cured with light, nice and quickly, evenly. It's sort of glass-like light and resonant finish. You have a maple rosette, which is bound in the faux tortoise shell, similar to the Silva we've just looked at. You have front and back tortoise shell binding, which comes up lovely under these really bright white lights. Then you have a satin Honduran mahogany neck, similar again to that De Silva we've just looked at, with an ebony faceplate. The K-brand logo inlaid in mother of pearl. And then you have the open gear Kanile'a tuners. A 38mm nut width with a 30mm string spacing. You have the True R bracing, which when you look inside here, I'll try and do a close-up for you. You see that it's a scaffold-like bracing. It touches the points in just a few areas. It touches the top in just a few key areas, allowing the top to vibrate more violently when you play it, or gently. It will play more with the dynamics of how you play. Ebony fingerboard and a pin bridge. And I really do think and stand by, Kanile'a make the best baritone ukuleles in the world. I am mainly a baritone player these days. I play a Kanile'a baritone. I've never played a bad one, and I've played probably 200 or 300 Kanile'a baritones over the last 10 years. So this K3B Master Grade Hawaiian Koa baritone excited me when it arrived, and I'm going to be sad to see it go, but also excited to know that someone out there is going to pick this up and play it every day for the rest of their lives, because how would you ever get bored of something that looks like this? Let's give it a play and see what you think.